Scratley, and we are here on stand 26 at the Afro Hair and Beauty Live 2023. We've been joined on the stand by the one and only great Coco Dupree. Good day.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm a big fan. You should know that by now, right?
I don't. When people say I'm a fan, I get cringe.
You get cringy.
I get cringe. I'm like, oh.
Like he's trying to gas me up here. But it's true though. I like to speak it as it is. I am a fan, and a lot of people miss you, and we'll get into that. You know, I was just talking to a fellow radio presenter, and he was saying, "Oh, I remember Coco from back in the day."
Oh my gosh, back then it sounds so long
But it
ago.
was for a minute, wasn't it? So just a little bit of history about yourself. You know, who you are, and you can go back as far as you want or not. It's up to you. Tell us about
Oh, okay.
Coco
My
Dupree.
gosh, Coco Dupree. Who is she? My gosh, I've been in the gospel industry from like the age of, I'd say, 20. That's a long time. I won't say the age, but okay. Yeah, I started out doing dance. I was a professional dancer at first.
Yep.
And then obviously I grew up in a huge family of musicians. So if anyone remembers the Wade brothers, they're a gospel group. They were a gospel
We
group.
remember the Wade brothers.
So those are my uncles. So I grew up. So my family is huge in the arts.
Pastor Dennis, big up to Pastor Dennis.
Yes.
Big up to David,
Lloyd.
Lloyd,
Yeah, and the late great Derek, my uncle,
and the
who
late
passed
great
away.
Derek. Rest in peace, Derek.
Yes. So I grew up in that field. I didn't really do gospel when I first came out. I started off in the secular,
Mainstream.
in the mainstream, trying to just find my way, find my footing, kind of where do I fit? You know, even though I come from the church, I went through life, as we all do.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I pretty much did that up until early 20s, and then started doing a lot of recording, gospel stuff. Did my first album in 2010. Fall and Rise. Then I moved to the States side and started doing some stuff there.
Develop an accent.
Do you know what? It's funny because I've always had quite a mixed accent from a young age, though, because of my surroundings and the people that I surround myself with. So I grew up with a lot of Americans. Like as a dancer, I was around them all the time, and then plus Jamaicans. So like everyone said, your accent's so mixed up. I'm like, I know.
The
I don't
Jamaican.
know. The Jamaican, like, and plus the English in there somewhere. I'm just a big concoction. Yeah. So I was down that, and I took a time out after I came back from the States. The album did okay. It didn't do as good. So I was back in the UK now, and life once again took a toll. And I said, I'm done with music. I had a love-hate relationship.
Yep.
So I took some time out, and I said, I'm over it. I don't want to do music no more. A decade later, I'm back.
A decade.
A whole decade. Can you imagine?
Is like you were sitting on the naughty step for a while.
I was in the naughty corner for a good minute, like thinking over my life. Like, what happened? What went wrong? So now we're back, and I felt the tug saying it's time. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's go, let's do it. So I'm full steam ahead now. Like nothing is stopping me now. So except for being a mom, I'm a new mom now. So
really?
you know, yeah. So I'm juggling.
How old is he?
She is 11 months old. So
11 months.
trying to
Juggle
juggle
that and everything else, church activity. Do you do praise and worship, right?
I'm in the praise and worship team.
What church?
So Micah Church, run by Dennis Wade. So yeah, I'm there. I'm fully into serving. So I'm a part of the youth women's and all of that stuff. So yeah, man, it's a lot going on. I'm a part of the drama team too.
It's so important to be grounded in a ministry like that, wouldn't you say?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But in saying all of that, okay, Coco, one thing that I know about you, your musical style isn't typical 30-piece choir in robes, clapping and singing Kumbaya. Tell us about your style. How did it come about?
It was the music that I grew up on. I grew up on 90s R&B.
Right, okay.
I am a 90s R&B girl through and through.
So who would have been your artist that you would have raved over back then?
Brandy always. She's always my top girl. She is my top
Brandy.
artist. Yeah, Brandy, she's top. We'll go back to Boyz II Men.
Yep.
I grew up on all of that, but I grew up mainly a lot on jazz though.
Okay.
So Ella Fitzgerald, she was my number one gal. Like, I loved her music.
Ella.
So I grew up on listening to that because we couldn't really listen to gospel R&B music in our household growing up.
Really?
So it was only like my older sister, thank you to her, she started because she's older, so she started bringing in little music here and there. So we grew up like Mariah Carey's and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I really gravitated towards Brandy.
Okay.
You know, so I just love that music, you know, so it stuck with me. And being a dancer as well, the bass, the 808s, it was like, when you get that stank face, you know this is this track. So doing gospel, the style of music is never going to change for me. People always say, oh yeah, but don't you do gospel music? And I'm like, I do gospel. So I have to teach everyone, gospel is the lyrical content, R&B is the style of music.
Right.
So that's it. I'm an R&B. I like to infuse little things in there here and there. Like I love Afro beats. I love Afro beats. So, but I'm not an Afrobeat artist. But I do like to hear certain things in there.
Wouldn't
so
you
I'm
like
trying to
be
bring it
called
up.
like an piano track or?
I mean, I'm open to it.
Okay, so if there's somebody out there that's listening that's a producer, and you want to pitch.
Yeah.
Then pitch. Come on,
Do
let's
it.
pitch, man.
Absolutely.
Pitch.
Absolutely. I'm open.
Fantastic singer. So you brought out a track called
Done It.
Done It. Done
Yes.
It came out a few years ago.
No,
the original.
yeah, well, 2021 it first came out. That was my first track coming back as an artist.
Right.
So, yeah, and now we're getting ready to do the remix. Well, I call it a remix because we now have a rapper on it.
Okay.
So when I first released that track, I didn't really have anyone behind me pushing like marketing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now, thankfully, I now have a team behind me of people. Unbound PR, they're my PR company.
Let me pull the brakes. So she said she's got a team behind her. And I pulled the brakes to say this. If you're an artist, especially if you're a gospel artist, try and get a team behind you. Why? Because you're the creative person, okay? You write, you sing, but you shouldn't be sending out, you know, like blogs and social media and stuff. You shouldn't be taking your own bookings. You're the creative. The people that get the furthest down the line are the ones who have got a team around them. I'll get off my box now. No, but you know what? I find that to be something that needs to be said.
100%.
100.
100%. I've always done this pretty much on my own. I've always been, I'm the manager, I'm the CEO, I'm the artist, I'm the creative, I'm the writer.
How hard is that? It's hard, isn't it?
It's really hard. So it's nice to have now a PR company that's like helping me push, you know, the
so
marketing
what sort
and
of
stuff.
things get done for you that you used to do?
Well, just structure. Because it's easy being an artist and saying, yeah, you know, I could do this, I could do the writing, the creative, but it's nice to have structure behind everything.
What does that look like?
So in terms of, you know, instead of me just thinking, all right, let me just post on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and all the social media stuff, you have a team of people that saying, all right, this is the kind of content we want you to put out. This is what's going to be uniform. This is going to help you. You know, they know what they're talking about. Right. So that really helps when it comes to putting all that music out. Right. This is what we kind of want to see on your social media. So it's just having that structure. So I don't have to worry about those things for myself, you know, and they bring in the show. It's like, okay, we got a show coming up, we want you to do this. I'm like, okay, awesome. I would never have found that by myself. But, you know, although I've been blessed with people coming out of the woodwork and inboxing me and saying, oh, we want you to do this. And then now I have to think about, okay, not only what am I going to wear, who does my hair and makeup, me, who does the, you know, what songs are you going to do, what's the interview, like I'm preparing everything. So it's nice to have people that is, all right, let's take this off your back. We're going to prepare the interview questions, or we think you should kind of wear this. Let's get all that done. So then all I'm focusing is just on the day.
Okay.
So that helps, you know, and thanks to my Uncle Dennis, like he has been my rock. He's not just my pastor, he's my uncle, my spiritual father. He helps me with a lot of things, like he support.
I've got a lot of time for Dennis. I really do. Pastor Dennis. Anyway, yeah, I've got a lot of time for him, a lot, and your wife Lorna as well. So, the plan going forward. So you said about releasing the new refix.
Yes. So
what date is that?
So that'll be the 23rd of June.
23rd of June.
Yes, and I've kind of remixed the title. So I've called it "He Done It."
He done it.
Yes, so just because obviously the rapper, he
Big
talks
H,
on it.
Big H, capital H.
Big H, yeah, capital H, yeah.
Okay, he done it. And you guys should know what we're talking about when we say capital H, right?
100%.
He did it. Okay. What's the strategy going forward off the back of that?
So what we're planning to do is I'm still creating other songs,
Yes.
but we're trying to get some more songs together so that we can finish the EP.
Right.
So we want to release that coming towards the end of the year.
Right.
But in between that, we're gonna be just like promoting, getting radio, doing as many shows as possible.
Right.
I'm gonna be throwing out songs each month to release, just to boost up, because we're gonna try and put on a show, just like a one-woman show.
Hopefully
around
I can host that.
that would be great.
Yeah,
That
I'd
would
love
be
to do
great.
that.
So around August,
And
September.
nights with Coco Dupree.
That would be really good.
Yeah,
so,
let's get that cracking.
so we're kind of like putting the structures together.
Right.
Like, what do we want? Do we want it to be like an intimate night where we're thinking about just listening to the music that we have to see what works great?
I've got some ideas.
or-
But I'll speak to Dennis.
Actually, you can speak to the people that's behind your cameraman.
All right.
They're the managers.
Well,
So
I've got some ideas. I've got some ideas. So look, I know you're busy, so I don't want to take up too much
That's
time.
cool.
All right. So in terms of how people can get hold of you, what are your platforms?
So I'm on all social platforms. So
As-
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, official Coco Dupree. Type that in, you'll find it all on there.
Official Coco Dupree.
Absolutely, you'll
Spell
find
out
it
for
all.
us.
OFFICIAL Coco COCO Dupree DUPREE. Not like Jermaine Dupree, because I get asked that all the time. It's double E.
And there you have it, Coco Dupree live at the Afro Hair and Beauty Show live for 2023 on Stand 26 with Grantley and G-Tracks Radio. We are globally great.
Gospel.
You heard it here. Thank you.